Hi everybody, Matt and Tom back with you. Hope you're okay. Today we are... no idea. Well, I know we're currently in Blackburn, but today I have no idea where we're going. This is a purely Tom-led video. So we're in Blackburn at the moment. We're heading to a destination. We'll find out where, or I'll certainly find out where when we get there. Interesting times.
Let's see what we can find.
Indeed. Before we head to our destination though, let's just take 2 minutes to look inside Blackburn Cathedral. I unfortunately can't go in depth on this video because there's walked in, there's a funeral on in about 10 minutes, so sorry, it's just a quick on this, but yeah, what a beautiful place. So, our secret revealed, where are we today?
We are in Whalley, not Whalley.
Not Whalley.
Not Whalley.
So what we're going to see whilst we're here?
We're going to see some Celtic crosses.
Fabulous.
We're going to go to this church and try and find an old Abbot's gravestone.
Okay.
And we're going to go to the Abbey.
Fabulous.
Cistercian Abbey. And this gatehouse, which...
wow.
Some
cool.
Ghost.
Excellent. Right. Let's go.
Ooh.
Found a friend.
Found a friend. I'd like to tell you about my necklace.
Okay.
It's all made out of old smoking paraphernalia.
Oh wow.
The sort of 18th century version of the vape. Find them all over. Hello. We are now at the De Lacy Arms in Whalley, and the reason we're here is because we're going to go to Whalley Abbey. Whalley Abbey started somewhere else entirely. In fact, it started at Stanlow on the Wirral Peninsula during the 1100s, out near Cheshire, and in the 1280s it had a series of floods, fires, and at one point the gale blew the church tower down. So De Lacy, a local landowner, he decided to move the abbey from Stanlow to Whalley here, and that is why we're at the De Lacy pub.
Okay.
Founded in the 7th century.
7th.
7th.
Wow.
This is actually the oldest church in the
world.
in the village.
Wow.
Unlike Skipton, they know how to mow a lawn
Yes.
around the grave.
Right, so this is inside St Mary and All Saints Church. Okay, so this is another interesting feature. There's loads of interesting features in this church. This brass shows a knight with 9 of his sons and his wife and I think 11 daughters. It's called the Cathedral brass. This dates from 1515. So it's been here, 500 years. Maybe not in here, but or maybe. Wow. Yeah, just some really ancient artifacts within these walls. Amazing. Look what we've just found. Right. So, the tombstone was in here.
It was in here. And in the Northern Isle, I guess, and it got moved outside. They removed the tombstone from here, put it,
This is
the tomb of the last abbot of Whalley Abbey, just over there. He had a vision 16 years before dying. He had a friend who worked with him, sub-cellarer, called Edward Howard, at Whalley Abbey, and he died. And he came to him in a vision and said, "You've got 16 years to live, no more, no less." And exactly 16 years later, Henry VIII hung, drew and quartered him.
wow.
For high treason at Lancaster Castle. But they brought his body back and hung him on the gatehouse, which we'll see later. But over here, there's a tombstone for him, written in Latin, and it says, "Jesus, Son of God, pity me."
Yeah, wow. Do we have a year for that?
1537.
Wow.
Yes, and and he haunts.
He haunts the Abbey?
He haunts the Abbey.
Wow.
We'll see later.
So we're in the graveyard of the Abbey.
Of St Mary's.
Oh, sorry. This is why you're doing this one.
We're in St Mary's graveyard, but here there are two, there are 3 big stone crosses, but 2 of these Saxon crosses. Now, they call them Saxon crosses. I would hazard a guess that they're even earlier, because a lot of churches, early churches, 7th century, 6th century ones, were built on the sites of old stone circles, and they would leave the monoliths here and sort of recarve into them new stuff. There's a really good example of it at Rudstone in East Yorkshire, which has a 25-foot high and 25-foot in the ground stone monolith.
Wow.
Without any carving on. That's the biggest one in England. But there's one here and there's one just over there, and sort of like desecrating the old pagan sites and putting their religious symbols on it. A lot of them, of course, have been removed over the years and chipped away.
Yeah. It's a beautiful graveyard. Really well kept. In fact, it's a beautiful church.
This is in fact another Saxon cross dating from the 10th or 11th century.
Oh. Okay. There's the steps leading up to it.
13th century knocker, wasn't it? I guess that's the record.
Wow, this is a beautiful graveyard.
I wonder if he was a doctor. The old doors.
So where are we?
We are now in Whalley Abbey.
Okay. So this looks different to other abbeys we've been to because obviously it looks like there's lots of cars here. So this is not a typical abandoned monastery.
No. But there's the proper ruins of it. But
Right.
Also this bit which is now monastic.
Oh wow.
You can go and have a retreat there. I think they may even do bed and breakfast.
Oh, let's stop the night.
I think we have to be quiet though.
Oh, that was out.
Silent. Amazing that these haven't been stolen over the last 500 years. Yeah, at some point. I mean, I imagine there's a lot that has, but
Yeah.
I think a lot of the village of Whalley is built with stone that they stole from the ruins.
All right. So a bit of context where these are here on the picture. They are the choir pits on here, and where Tom is now, he is next to the choir pits, so we're led to believe this would have been here. It's quite amazing. You can still hear the sound of the monks of the past. So we found our abbot.
John Paslew. Fantastic.
So he haunts here.
He haunts here. He does,
Right.
particularly down at the Gatehouse,
Okay.
which we'll come to later. But he haunts here.
Russ Abbott's kitchen.
Rasa.
Oh, wow.
On that room.
Hmm. So what we can surmise from here is Tom visited in 1970. What have you found?
A donation hole.
Oh, yeah. Gatehouse.
This is where Abbot Paslew
Yep.
haunts.
Oh, wow.
And this is where he was hung when they brought his remains back, quartered, I believe. They
Yeah.
hung them on there as a warning to people.
Wow.
So they're not the Catholic anymore.
So what I could do is I could cut out a picture of him and stick it on the camera from up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could have him in fours.
Wow.
And of course, after they dissolved the monasteries, they scurried the golden cloth garments and robes from here and some other treasures to Townley Hall near Burnley, and that's where they still are today. And you can go and see them in the Townley Hall Museum.
Right.
Biggest priest hole in the north, apparently, in Townley Hall. Although,
Doesn't surprise me.
Wow, Castle Howard, I would have thought they'd
Oh.
have a bigger one.
This is a fairly impressive viaduct. Very impressive. It goes on for ages.
7 million bricks, apparently.
Wow. Sense of deja vu.
The second smallest window in the world.
Okay, what a beautiful place Whalley is. Yeah, a lovely mystery trip for me. Thank you so much. I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, there's a lot of history here, but specifically our story of the Abbot. That was a good one. Cool. Well, I have nothing else to add because this wasn't my story. So I have anything to?
Only that his signet ring has been returned to the local priest.
Wow.
The Abbot's signet ring.
Recently as well, isn't it? Just recently, yeah. Fab. Yeah, definitely need to visit here, guys. We will see you for the next video very soon. Take care.